Hey guys, today we are going to talk about 5 exercises you can do in a hotel gym. Now sometimes when I'm out of my regular environment, I just kind of blank out on what I should do. I'm looking around at all the equipment and I'm like, what? So today we're going to do 5 exercises using 5-pound weights to work arms. So let's start out with our feet about hip width apart. Elbows are going to hug in next to your body. Make sure you lower the tailbone, engage the core. Shoulders stay down out of your ears. And here we go. We're gonna go about 60 seconds for each exercise. So I'm starting with a bent elbow because I've got a little shoulder issue going on right now. So I'm gonna be kind of careful with that. If you need more, you can go with a heavier weight, or you can take your arms down by your side and lift out with straight arms. That's gonna be a little bit harder because you've got a longer lever. So you decide what works for you, the bent elbow version or the straight arm version. Making sure that you're staying solid and strong through your core, allowing these arms to move independent of the rest of your body. So we've got about 20 more seconds. I'm just going basically about a minute. And let's go 4 more right here. Elbows up or arms out long. Finish up with your last 2. 1 more time, and there you go, shoulders. Now, turn those palms up so the knuckles are underneath. Again, keep your arms hugged into your arms. We're gonna open out and then come over and cross, one arm on top of the other. So we're working into the shoulders. As you press back, you're gonna get that external rotation, and as you come forward and cross, you're getting internal rotation. So super important for the rotator cuff. If you're rehabbing a shoulder, you might wanna go with a lighter weight or maybe no weight at all. This actually feels okay for my shoulder, and I'm trying to rehab it, keep it moving, and not lose the strength. So stretch and strength, hand in hand, just trying to be careful and making sure that I don't ignore the problem and I don't exacerbate the problem. So it's just a little bit of gentle movement daily and making sure that we are moving, because you know motion is the lotion. All right, we've got about 20 more seconds approximately. Opening and closing, really keeping our arms and our elbows hugging into our side body. Awesome job, you guys. 10 more seconds, in and out. How are you feeling so far? All right, this was exercise number 2. Let's get into the biceps. So starting here, again with the elbows hugging in, hands a little bit wider. I'm gonna go all the way down, extend the elbow, and then all the way up to the shoulder. Now, if this is not hard enough, you can go to a heavier weight, or we could add a balance component by lifting 1 foot up off the floor. And maybe right there, you're like, wow, that does make a difference. We need to practice balance every day. It's super important. If we don't use it, we lose it. And it's important because balance is something we need in everyday life. We don't need to fall. We need to make sure that we're able to get around and do all the things we love to do without being injured, because, you know, that just takes us out of the game. That is no fun. I'm gonna switch legs but keep the arms moving. Basic bicep curls. Keeping my hands wider than my shoulders. There's so many different ways to do biceps. This is just one way. Good, stay with me here. Squeezing as you bend. You wanna really contract and engage the bicep, and then fully extending. So we're staying in control on the up and the down portion. We're not flopping it down, right? We're staying in control. We got about 10 more seconds here. How are you doing on your balance? Feeling a little wobbly on this side. 2 more just like this. Good. 1 more time. And bring it all the way back down. Beautiful job. All right, if you work your biceps, you're gonna wanna work the triceps as well. So I want you to find something that you can put your hand down on. We're gonna take a little lunge and bring this arm behind. So find a place where you can support yourself, a bench, or a little wall. You're gonna pull the elbow back and extend behind. So I'm trying to keep the elbow directly behind me. You wanna find some length in your spine. So if you're rounding here, I want you to lift that chest up a bit, keeping the shoulders square and finding the support in the other hand. Trying to bend in and then fully extend behind you. Bend and extend. So tricep is the muscle on the back of your upper arm. It's the opposite muscle to your bicep. It is generally smaller and weaker. We don't want to neglect that. Abs in strong. We're doing a full minute on each side. So stay with me here a little bit longer. Take it down into this little lunge so that you're engaging lower body. Your core should always be working to stabilize you. All right, we've got about 15 seconds, keeping the elbow lifted and up behind your body and squeezing everything in nice and close. So it's all about alignment to keep you safe and make this exercise effective. Last two, here we go. One more time, good. All right, we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna turn around the other way. Here we go. Taking a nice lunge position, pulling the elbow up, and then extending back behind. So you wanna make sure that you feel stable before you start to move. This side feels a little awkward to me for some reason. I'm pressing out and bending in, pressing out, good. Now, if you don't think you need this support, you could try taking your hand to your thigh, right? Or maybe you just take your hand to your hip. This is gonna create more balance challenge. I always like to start here because when we are stable, we can do a better job of working through this exercise properly. All right, stay with me guys, get that full extension all the way back. Got about 15 seconds to go. I want you to feel that squeeze as you extend and straighten your elbow. I'm feeling this in my tricep. How about you? Awesome. All right, last two. Here we go. Press it back. And last one. Beautiful job. Come on up. Are you feeling that? All right, that was your fourth exercise. Our fifth exercise is back to shoulders. We're gonna make this more dynamic so that we're working our shoulders and our balance. So we're gonna start out just like this. We're bringing it up and down. Good morning. Up and down. I'm just finishing up a little video. I'll be done in a second. You're fine. All right, so up and down. If you'd like to add a little bit more, we're gonna alternately lift our knees as we press up. Overhead, be careful that you're not shrugging into your shoulders. Good. Alternating knees if you'd like a little bit more. Remember, you can change the weights to make this more challenging, or you can stick with what you've got. Good. All right, this will get your heart rate up a little bit. Whenever your arms get above your shoulders, you'll definitely get your heart rate to elevate. So we've got about 20 seconds to go. Take your time, keep breathing, keep moving. We're gonna do a bonus exercise at the end, just a little bit of ab work, a little bit of stretch, and we're out of here. Here we go, 4 more. You got it. Last 2, just like that. And last 1. Hello, arms, right? So it's a lot you can do in just 10 minutes. So just roll the shoulders out. Good. And then shoulders come down away from your ears. Move your head a little bit side to side. Get that length, stretch it out. Nice. I'm gonna take one arm across my chest without shrugging the shoulder. Hug it in. Keep the shoulder down. That's gonna give you a nice stretch. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So arm comes across and then hug in tight without shrugging. Beautiful job. You're gonna open up the shoulders the other way as well. So take those hands behind you, clasp the fingers, maybe the palms, and then see if you can straighten out the elbows. Draw the shoulder blades together and lift your heart. So this is a really great exercise to do, or a great stretch to do if you're sitting at your desk. Get up every hour and do this to open up the front body, really help your posture. You'll feel so much better. All right, and then we're just gonna take those arms and swing them, let them go. We've got abs to do, 60 seconds of abs. Are you with me? Let's find that little bench or wall or something to sit on. All right, I'm gonna come back onto my elbows and move those out of the way. On your elbows, it's gonna be a little bit more supportive. I've got my hips right at the end. Tabletop your legs, pull the shoulders back and the heart up, and alternately extend right leg and left leg. Just like this, good. Draw the belly in and keep your eyes on your toes. You don't wanna have the head here, nor do you wanna have it tucked in here. We're trying just to find that neutral spine. The more we practice that, the more it becomes second nature. If you want a little bit more on this exercise, you could try double knees in and double knees out. See how that feels. I've got my hands supporting my low back. If this doesn't work for you, go back to alternating. We're about halfway. Let's go 30 seconds more. I'm really trying to pull the belly in focus on engaging those abdominal muscles. Stay with me, guys. You're looking so good today. Definitely warmed up. Getting ready to go do a hike in Tucson, Arizona. And I have not been here in a really long time, so I'm gonna get on that All Trails app and find a fun hike nearby. All right, 4 more, guys. Here we go. Right, left for 1, right, left for 2, right, left for 3, and last one. Let's sit up and take a little twist here, a little stretch. Let that spine have some rotation. Knees are together. Pull back and look over the rear shoulder. Let's go to the other side. Here we go. Lift up and a little turn. Look over the shoulder. Nice. Come back to the center. We're gonna do a little side stretch. Up and over. Same thing, other side. You can do this standing or seated. Really reach up and stretch the side body. Make some space between your ribs. Take the feet nice and wide, and let's just kind of take it down to the ground and round. Get a little blood to the brain. Shake out your head. Feel all that length of your spine. That feels good all the way from the top of my head, my cervical spine, and down to my tailbone. And then lift up and inhale. I'm gonna take the hands back wide and just give one more little assisted back bend. Open up the hips, open up the shoulders, and let that heart elevate. Awesome job, you guys. You're up. You're just so good. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you next time. Make it a great day.